morning, everybody. I want to wish you guys all a happy Monday. Today is December 19th, 2022, and it's about 9:18 a.m. And I got a cool cat and a new partner here with Herrera Insurance Marketing as an affiliate partner, Jimmy Kelly from Leedser out of Knoxville, Tennessee, I'm sorry. And today I invited Jimmy to help me share with all of you guys that are watching exactly what we're looking for in terms of our transfer strategy. For those of you guys that come and watch my content, whether on LinkedIn, Facebook, my other social media platforms, well, you guys are aware that we are in the lead business. We sell leads. We sell leads from landing pages, inbound, as well as live transfers. Now, for all of you guys that are listening, what is the difference between a live transfer and an inbound? And Jimmy, can you share with everybody what the difference is in a nutshell?
Absolutely. Yeah, the prospect's initiating contact by calling us on an inbound, but we're calling out on the transfer and transferring them.
Correct. So the difference is inbounds, there is no human involved. Transfers, there is a human involved. Two different angles, two different aspects. Some people love inbounds, hate transfers. Other people, like myself, I prefer a live transfer because we're able to screen a little bit more. You see, with inbounds, guys, and I've worked all sorts of inbounds over my career, but I'm going to use television inbounds, which TV inbounds is your highest quality type lead. TV advertisements. People are watching TV, watching YouTube, watching cable, whatever media is, and they take action right there. Now, when people call in on these TV commercials, just because they called in right there, yes, they're interested. But it doesn't mean that you're going to have a conversation with that person right now. And the thing with inbounds, when the customer initiates the call, it's up in the air. If you're not good on the telephone, you can burn through a lot of leads on those inbounds because you don't know what to say. So you can take a ton of inbound calls and not have a lot of success because you're going to find people that are not ready to talk to you now, send me the information later, email me, everything except talking about a funeral insurance policy. On the other hand, when we add a transfer system, that means that we are calling on that lead, whether it's old, fresh, outbound, regardless. It means that we have a human involved. And right here, ladies and gentlemen, for all of you guys that want to come and work with me to help us with our lead volume, because we have a high demand for leads right now, here's the script. And everyone that sends us a letter of intent or wants to work with us, what we have them do is to send 10 to 20 test calls so that we can sit down and check them. And in this case, me and Jimmy are going to be checking the center's calls to see if they're following what we're asking. And what we're asking for, if you're watching this, if you're in the transfer system, whether you're calling on raw data, whether you're calling on aged leads, whether you're calling on fresh leads, regardless, but you're doing an outbound, you need to make sure that your TCPA is in order, to make sure that your DNC mechanism is in order. Period. You also need to make sure that if you're going to be doing outbound on raw data, you do not use robo dialing systems. You have opt-in, you can use robo dialing if you have an opt-in permission. But if you don't, or if you have an opt-in, but that opt-in, let's say it's 91 days old, which is an aged lead, then you still got to go up to DNC. Now, for every single agent that buys leads from us, whether my agents or my customers, it's important that they understand the amount of work that happens before they receive a call. I always tell my agents that this is how we make our live transfer system better, and that is by following, by improving our current system. This is the script that we use for live transfers, and in the event the agents are busy with somebody else, or we have more leads than we can deliver, then what our staff does is they do an appointment if someone's not there to take the call. That appointment, we currently sell it for $25. So, what I want to do before we dive into the audio clips of the center that sent it to us so we can review, we're going to check for DNC compliance. Then we're going to make sure that they're following this script. So, Jimmy, you'll be my customer. And I'm going to give all of you guys an example of what this live transfer needs to sound like word by word. Because if the agent knows that every time they get a transfer, they get an appointment, it's going to be the same exact process, the agent's confidence is going to skyrocket. Most of the time, agents are so skittish and scared of marketing companies, and they're more nervous about the leads being sent to them and the quality, and they never really focus on driving sales, focusing on what they're supposed to focus on. And that's why, because they have no confidence in the lead gen system they have in place. So, we'll take it from the top. Hello, Jimmy. My name is Lauro, and I was calling you regarding your funeral insurance benefits. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Doing great, Lauro.
Great, Jimmy. Well, due to the coronavirus pandemic, most senior citizens prefer to receive this information, quote, on these low-cost funeral insurance plans 100% over the telephone. Would you like to receive this free funeral insurance quote over the telephone today? It will only take a few minutes. Yes or no, Jimmy?
Yes.
Great. Now, I do got your correct spelling as Jimmy, Jimmy, last name Kelly, Kelly. Is that right?
That's right.
And now, just to confirm, you are in the beautiful state of Tennessee. Is that correct?
That's right.
Now, what is your current age, Jimmy?
62.
And do you currently have an email address?
Yes, I do. Yes, okay. jkelly84@charter.net.
All right. Well, thank you so much for that. Well, that's all from my end, Jimmy. I do have to inform you that the licensed insurance agent is going to ask you a few medical questions. All they will need is a simple yes or no to determine the level of benefits that you qualify for. And due to HIPAA privacy rules, we are required to speak to the person who makes your medical and financial decisions. Would that be you?
Yes.
Now, for maximum discounts, you do have a valid or checking a savings account, correct?
Correct.
Great. Now, let me bring one of our specialists on the line. They will be able to answer any question you have and share a funeral insurance quote that's perfect for you in the next few minutes. Is that okay if I connect your call, Jimmy?
Sure. Yes.
Great. Well, today's date is December 19th, 2022. Now, you will be transferred to our life insurance specialist about this final expense insurance quote using an automatic dialing system, even if your number is registered on the federal, state, or local do not call list. Even giving a call back and your consent is not required as a condition to purchase anything from us. Is that okay with you?
Yes.
All right. Well, go ahead and hold on while I connect you. Here we go. The agent picks up the phone. Hello? This is Lauro in the final expense department. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with? Hey, Mr. Lauro. This is Jimmy from the verification department. I have a beautiful personality on the phone. He or she is looking for a quote on a funeral insurance plan. Mr. Lauro, I'm leaving you with one of our best specialists. You both have a great day. If you notice, this script, I designed the script about a year and a half ago because I noticed that the transfer scripts that are in the market today are your senior benefits, senior care, and everyone knows about the new approved funeral policies in your state, correct? We all know that lingo. But if you notice at my script, we are offering to give them the information over the phone. We are asking simple yes or no. If they say yes, we move forward. If they say no, we don't move forward. Because the biggest issue with people that do transfers is that the people doing the transfers are coaching the clients. They're telling them what to do. Because all they're thinking about is, I'll just make it past the buffer so I can charge them a lead, right? Wrong. They reflect the customer's objection. They don't listen. But when an agent that's doing the transfers, following the script, every word has been already predetermined, pre-laid out for what we need to do. There's no gimmicks. These people know that they're going to be talking to someone about what? Funeral insurance over the telephone. They also know that a licensed agent is going to ask them what? Medical questions. So they already know this. And we ask if they make their own financial decisions or not. People that maybe have passed that already, they're probably in nursing homes dealing with issues, right? So it's important to have that. They also know they're going to be sent to a specialist where the specialist is going to prepare an insurance quote for them. That's going to take a few minutes. But most importantly, we have a timestamp. So if, let's say you were calling on a opt-in lead, right, Jimmy, that called into a web page a month ago. Well, in this case, this lead has 60 days before the opt-in expires, right? We got 90 days on the opt-in to call.
Right.
Well, how are we going to transfer this lead to our customer if there's only 60 days left on the original opt-in? See? So what do? We repackage for the buyer. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Another 90 days. This timestamp gives us 90 days. This is the opt-in for our client. That gives him or her 90 days. If you're calling on raw data and the number today is not on the DNC, but within the next 2 weeks, that person puts their number on the DNC. I mean, I was just talking to a friend of mine over the weekend. There's 334 million Americans. And we were at 244 people registered on the DNC. And in the last few weeks, there's been an extra, I think it was like 30 million numbers added to it.
Jeez.
Yeah, some ridiculous number. That got us close to 300 million people on the national DNC. So, if someone was to get on the DNC within 2 weeks and here you are calling, well, this timestamp gives you what? 90 days. So yes, in 2 weeks, Ms. Jones registered with the DNC, but we have permission to call for how long? 90 days from today. compliance is a big deal. I was talking with a friend that is the president of an insurance company. He told me, and I didn't know this. He said, "Did you know that TCPA and DNC litigation is the second most profitable type of litigation in the U.S. right now?"
Amazing.
Dude, the second. And I said, "Man, maybe I should go and be a lawyer or something, you know?" So now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a close look at these numbers that were sent to us. Me and Jimmy, we're going to review these. And we're just going to take some random numbers, okay? So we're going to take this one right here. And we're going to go to the DNC lookup. And for all of you guys that know me, I recommend a period. I know Jimmy has a solid DNC system. I won't recommend it, until we get, some more analysis. But so far, Jimmy's system is pretty solid. We've been pairing it up with a period. And as you can see here, this phone number here is clean. So if this number was a raw number, okay, it was no opt-in, then legitimately we can call this number, but we can't do what, Jimmy? No robo-dialing. Has to be single line voice initiation. So this case, this phone number is good. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the audio. Okay. Okay, let me go ahead and what we're going to do, Jimmy, is we're just going to follow along to see if the center is following our script. Because I will not pay for a lead if you're using your own freestyle version of your sales script or whatever. It's not happening. I won't pay a dime.
Sure.
The agents need to follow the script that we have in place. So we're going to go ahead and listen in, just see how they do.
Hello, can you?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, my name is Dave Wilson. I'm calling you regarding your funeral insurance benefit. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, and you?
So much for asking. Well, due to coronavirus pandemic, most senior citizens prefer to receive your information and quote on low-cost funeral insurance plan 100% over the telephone. Would you like to receive this quick funeral insurance quote over the telephone today? It will take a few minutes.
Yes, yeah.
May I know what is your current age?
I'm 65.
But you sound pretty young.
Mm-hmm.
And just wanted to confirm you currently in the state of Florida, right?
No, I stay in Mississippi.
I'm sorry.
Mississippi.
All right.
Oh.
All right. And may I have you spell your first name?
So I said DOROTHY.
And your last name?
RDM.
I'm sorry, M-O?
RGN.
All right, gotcha. Thank you so much for that. Okay, that's all from my end. I do have to inform you that the licensed insurance agent is going to ask you a few medical questions. All they will need is a simple yes or no to determine the level of benefits you qualify for. Due to HIPAA privacy rules, we are required to speak to the person who makes the medical and financial decision. Would that be you?
Yes.
Now, for the maximum discount, do you have a valid checking or savings account?
Yes.
Great. Now, let me bring one of our specialists on the line. They will be able to answer any questions you have to share a funeral insurance quote. That's perfect for you in the next few minutes. Is that okay for the next call?
Yes.
Great. So today, 17th of December, you will be transferred to our life insurance specialist about the final insurance code using an automatic dialing system, even if your number is registered on the federal, state, or local do not call in. Even given a call back in your consent is not required as a condition of purchasing from us. Is that okay? Dorothy?
Yes, daughter.
Our agent is finishing up another appointment right now. Would tomorrow morning or afternoon be better for an agent to call you back with your information?
Yes, afternoon.
Okay, great. Does the morning time work well?
In the afternoon would be best.
Afternoon, like which time? About 2 p.m.?
Yeah, about 2. Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you and have a great day.
You have one to be safe.
That's that right there, Jimmy. That's we're gonna call that a billable lead. The agent followed the script almost 100%. Almost.
Yeah.
Great job. So, ladies and gentlemen, in this case, this lady had no resistance. She accepted the quote. She wanted the quote. There was no deflecting, no coaching. And what do you think is going to happen if that call would have been transferred to me or to one of our agents? They would have engaged in a what? Conversation. I can guarantee you guys conversations. Now, they went ahead and set up a callback appointment. So the agent wasn't available to take the call. So we set up an appointment. When we set up an appointment, that's $25 for you as an agent. Greatly. The phone number's right, DNC compliant, you have a recording, the age, you know they have a checking account, and these people know that they are going to receive a quote. Period. Now, let's go ahead to the next one. Same thing. We're going to check and see compliance. And for all of you guys watching, remember, the Superior tool is 100% free. You can check 10 phone numbers for free an hour. If you're an independent agent, solo agent, this is a great tool. So again, phone number is not in the do not call list. But let's just say the phone number showed up on the do not call list in this circumstance. Let's say it did. Well, if it did show up on the DNC, the only way I would be able to legally call this lead is if I have a prior written consent. So then I can call within 90 days from the time that the lead was generated. But in this case, I don't have the opt-in information because I'm not asking for it. We're just checking for basic DNC compliance. And so far, so good. Now let's go ahead and listen to this audio clip. And again, we want to follow along to see if they're following the script because every single one of these transfers, ladies and gentlemen, and callbacks are exactly the same. The consistency is going to be the same every week. Jimmy will agree that the level of training required to get this script is not easy.
No.
Right, Jimmy? It's not.
Not easy. Not easy.
It takes a lot of development and training with your staff to get it right. But once they get it right, guys, if you're not writing $30,000, $40,000 a month off these leads, then it's on you. It's not the quality of the lead. It's your lack of work ethic. So let's go to the other one.
Hello. Hey, my name is Dave Wilson. I'm calling you regarding your funeral insurance benefit. How are you doing today? Good. Great. Well, due to coronavirus pandemic, most senior citizens prefer to receive their information and quotes on this low-cost funeral insurance plan. 100% over the telephone. Would you like to receive this insurance quote over the telephone today? The remote. It's fine. Yes. Sure. Great. What is your current age, Michael? 78. All right, got that. 78. That's right. And just to confirm, you're in the state of Texas. Is that correct? Del Rio, yes. All right. And you know how you spell your first name?
Richard Johnston, Richardjohnston.
Richard Johnston. Hello, Mr. Richard.
Hello.
Yeah, can you spell your last name?
I did. Johnston.
All right, got that. Okay, that's all for mine. I do have to inform you that the licensed insurance agent is going to ask you a few medical questions. All we will need is a simple yes or no. Determine the level of benefits you qualify for. And due to HIPAA privacy rules, we are required to speak to the person with your medical and financial needs. That's
It would.
for the maximum discount. Do you have a valid check? Have a valid checking with account?
I do.
Great. Now, let me bring one of our specialists on the line. They will be able to answer any questions you have. A funeral insurance code. That's perfect for you in the next 2 minutes. Is that okay if I get your call?
Thank you very much. Yes,
Great. So today, like 17th of December, you'll be transferred to our life insurance specialist about this final expense insurance code using an automatic dialing system, even if your number is registered on the federal, state, or local not calling. Even given a call back and your consent is not required as a condition to purchase anything from us. Is that okay with you?
that's fine.
Please stay on the line while I connect you. There we go.
Thank you.
Well, our agent is finishing up another appointment right now. Would tomorrow morning or afternoon be better for an agent to call
That'd be
back?
fantastic. Sure. That'd be fine.
Well, what time suits you better?
It doesn't make any difference. I'm up the whole day, so
Great. Does 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. work?
sure. That's good. That's great.
Great. Thank you and have a great day.
Hey, you too. Thank you much.
All right. So Jimmy, that second one, yeah, the rev, the sequence, right? If you notice the sequence here, he did it backwards, right? Age, state, name. No big.
Yeah.
But overall, the rev followed the script. So this lead would be billable. Again, no deflecting, no coaching, yes or no. See, it's asking questions, getting an answer, and moving on. Because sometimes when agents get these calls transferred to them, what happens is that if they were coached, they go sideways real fast. And agents are not going to rebuy again from you. Why? Because they didn't have success. They didn't have meaningful conversations, right? We're going to listen to one more, Jimmy. So that way our audience can hear this. And if any of you guys out there that want to be a part of this project, I'm working with 2 insurance carriers right now. Their appetite for final expense leads is massive. And I can use the help. I would love to hire more people, but it takes time to make sure that every one of these steps is done correctly. So again, here we got another phone number. Clean. Okay, so we'll go ahead and check out this audio. And what we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen, is are they following the script word by word? Because that's what matters.
Madam Dave Wilson calling regarding the funeral insurance benefits. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right, thank you.
No, that's not pretty. More about due to coronavirus pandemic, most senior citizens prefer to receive their information and 100% over the telephone. Would you like to receive this free funeral insurance quote over the telephone today? It will only take a few minutes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Great. May I know what is your age? I said, what is your current age? And how old are you?
Oh, I'm 71.
You're
Thank
encouraging
you.
them.
Yeah, thank you. God bless you too. Well, how can I get the card to send the money?
Oh, well, just to confirm. Just wanted to confirm you're in the state of Missouri?
No, in Greenville, Mississippi.
Oh, you're in
Yes.
all right. And may I know how to spell the first name?
Beatric.
Sorry, can you spell that again?
Beatrice.
All right. And the last name?
No, I'm in Greenville, Mississippi.
And I'm saying, how do you spell your last name?
Oh, I'm sorry. Eaton.
Sorry,
Aton. Eaton.
all right, thank you so much for that. Okay, so that's all for mine. I do have to inform you that your medical question. All basically is a simple yes or no to the level of benefit you qualify for. And due to HIPAA privacy, you're required to speak to the person who made your medical and financial decision. Would that be you?
Yeah, that'd be me. Beatrice Eaton.
Got that. But now for the maximum discount, do you have a valid discount?
Oh, I don't have one. They're trying to get it straightened out. Somebody was getting my money out of it.
So you don't have a valid discount?
Oh, I had a bank account. No, I don't have a savings account. I just received a social security check and they were sending it to the bank. Somebody was getting it out.
Okay. You have a bank account?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, great. Now, let me bring one of those specialists on the line. They will be able to answer any questions you have. So that's perfect for the next minute. There is a connection call.
Yes, it's okay.
Great. So today, like 17th of December, you will be transferred to our life insurance specialist about this final and automatic dollars in December. Even if your number is different on the federal, state, or local, calling, even given a call back and your business is not required as a condition to purchase anything from us. Is that okay with you?
It's okay.
Please stay on the line.
All right. So, Jimmy, those three calls are, so those three calls, those three leads are good. We consider those billable. You guys follow the script word by word, except for that the sequence in that one part, easy fix. The agency needs to work on fluency. And the best way to work on the fluency, the way I help my call center reps, is I literally have them read the script in intervals. Make sense? That's what
it makes sense.
That's how I drill the fluency in them.
Okay.
I have them read it. Hello, my name is Lauro. I'm calling you regarding your funeral insurance benefits. Get familiar with these words. So you guys read it and read it at one pace, read it at a faster pace, and then read it at the speed of light. And what it does, it's like when you're exercising, right? You get better, you're conditioning.
Yeah.
And especially, English is a second language for our teammates overseas. Reading, and perfecting every word is going to help their fluency over the phone a lot better.
Okay.
So, to everybody listening, if you are interested in being a part of this, please give me a call or my friend Jimmy a call. Jimmy would help you on board. But you got to be patient because a guys want to start sending calls today without signing agreements, without going through the proper compliance procedure, without going all the other stuff. You guys are ready to do that. We are not in any position to get in trouble with DNC or TCPA. We are not. So, if you guys want to be a part of this, please give me a call. We sell this live transfer $50 to $75. If it's an inbound lead, $50. If it's a live transfer lead, like this one, it's a appointment callback lead, as you've seen. We charge $25, and I'm thinking of increasing it to $30. But right now, we're charging $25 because it helps us as a company to offload these appointments. Believe it or not, we get a lot of these every single day that are not placed with an agent because agents are busy. And in the business of lead gen, we have to have more leads than people to keep that volume going all the time. So again, if you want to be a part of this, give me a call, send me a message. And these numbers here that we just tested is a test. We don't plan on calling them. We don't plan on pitching these people that I've shared with you here. Why? Because this is just a test of the quality of the leads that were presented by this center. And once we can determine that the quality of any given center meets our criteria, then we can put a deal together, ladies and gentlemen, and go to work. This campaign is paid up front. So the carrier pays up front for all the leads, and then it's up to us to deliver, much like a retainer would work. To start delivering off the retainer that's paid up front. So if you're dead serious, you're not undercapitalized, where you're here today, gone tomorrow, then this might not be a good fit for you. But if you have experience, you've got a center, you're coachable. Because one of the things I've noticed, Jimmy, too, with a lot of centers, just in general, but especially overseas, is that you can tell them what you want to do, but then they do something different. That will not be allowed. And I will not pay a single dollar for that type of lead. We are, a vertically integrated company. We own the lead system. We also sell insurance, and we do a lot of digital marketing. So we understand marketing very well. So if you're watching this, if you're looking for leads and you love what you see, give me a call. I'd love to show you this in firsthand. I get on the phones every day. And I'd love to show you myself making phone calls, taking live calls, and making deals off this transfer strategy. It works. If we combine our training that we have for agents now, then now we got something. Because what we do, because we're vertically integrated, we make sure our call center people, our lead gen side is doing their job to the top, and they're fully trained. And then we make sure our agents and our partners that are buying leads are also trained. Totally optional. The training is free, and we guarantee 20% conversions on first contact. So if you purchase 50 callback leads, 50% of those are going to pick up the phone in the first 72 hours, and you'll close 20% of that. And then the rest of those, you got to work the phone until you get them on the call. So with that said, my good friends, if we can help you, please give me a call. I'll be more than happy to show you this firsthand. And whether you're looking to buy leads or you're looking to help me deliver leads, please call me, send me a message, or you can call Jimmy Kelly. Jimmy, you want to provide your phone number, please? Just in case.
Yes, absolutely. It's area code 865-263-7582.
And Jimmy's company is Leadser. Give him a call. Send me a message. But if I don't get back to you soon, ASAP, understand that I'm on the phone selling and training, and be a little patient with me. Same thing with Jimmy, but we will get back. We are dead serious about this, and we're looking for serious players. Okay? So with that said, you guys have a blessed Monday, and let's crush it this week. Peace.